the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
43!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. But now it's 3rd and goal. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And now Miller hit and he fumbles.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. On 2nd down now. It's Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him point.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him
up. That nigga is pissing you up front, bro. Like, what the crap?
And then go for the big finish.
It'll be a loss of a yard. And it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, writing down your...
Oh, you got to catch that.
I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I don't know what she doing, dang.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You got so lucky, bro. That's a touchdown, bro.
Leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
I can't believe you saved it up like that.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to
Trash.
be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Check 26, check 26.
From the 22, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. On second down, it's Miller. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 2, Watson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
How the fuck you feel this? How you feel this?
40,
What you feeling about this?
30, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City
Fuck that
touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I missed it.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
54 Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 26 and a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Miller, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on.
Why wasn't that a pick?
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't.
Oh my
God! Take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Why do y'all keep letting this bullshit
walk? 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got some space here.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Williams will try again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot, but you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
Fuck you, thought. We ain't no suckers around here. We ain't no suckers around here.
A 7-yard touchdown
We ain't no suckers around here.
Jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
In that shit. In that shit. In that shit, bruh.
Picked off at the 30.
In that shit.
All the way down inside the 40.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job
Get out of
defensively,
here.
getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach
That was my fault.
pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Watson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Back to throw.
No, what?
He's got the completion.
Bro, what is this?
The Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
I can't believe I just gave that one
seconds to
up.
go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score.
We realize just let that happen.
The extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is good.
Fuck off my sticks, bro. Get the fuck off my sticks. Fuck off my sticks. Fuck you thought was going on, man? You thought you won? You thought that job was cool, huh? He thought that job was cool, huh?